Tech Camp 2011. I'm Ed Tywoniak, Professor of Communication and a Faculty Fellow for Curriculum and Technology, and thus my role in assembling us all here today to have some fun with toys over the course of the next day and a half. Let's quickly go through the room and just say hi to everyone and introduce yourself, and we'll start to my left here and go around this way, okay? James?
My name is James Thompson. I'm with CATS, Instructional Technology and Web Services. I'm here to help faculty with both websites and the technology that we have on campus.
Yes.
Nancy Sorensen at the School of Education.
Keith Garrison in biology.
Inez Wilson-Hurst, sociology.
Wong Vu, psychology.
Catherine Koo, English.
Ginny Pryor, communication.
Kathleen McGowan, I work at CATS Training Services.
Rita Pearson, CATS Training and Services.
Rebecca Prohl, School of Education.
Natalie Lamro, Leadership and Organizational Studies.
Mary Coe, SUDA, School of Economics and Business. Keita McGowan, CATS Training Services.
I'm Ray Peralta, CATS.
Carmel Crane with CATS, Instructional Technology.
A lot of cats around here.
Lots of cats, because we need lots of help. There's some thank yous that need to go around the room. First of all, a thank you to the CAT staff that you've already been introduced to. They're a wonderful group of folk who comprise a group known as the Committee for Teaching, Learning, and Technology. And behind the scenes, they're very active on a day-to-day basis and trying to make sure that the human interface into our technology, as we know it in terms of teaching and learning, is as friendly and as user-friendly as possible. And that'll be a theme that will continue to recur throughout our day together, time together today and tomorrow. James is the newest member to our CAT staff, and as he mentioned, he's in charge of web services and instructional technology applications. And as such, he's been a wonderful addition to the team of folks who've you've probably known and seen around campus for several years now. Carl Thielen can't be here right now, but you'll meet him shortly enough. He's also part of the TLT group. Kim Sullivan is someone who's not here today, but she's sort of the glue that holds all of this together as the main administrative support person, so I want to make sure she's acknowledged. And before we do anything else today, we have to say thank you to two people in particular because they're paying for all of this. The first is the Provost, Beth Dopkin, and then Ed Viglin as our Chief Technology Officer. They're both extremely interested and extremely supportive of the faculty's ability and capability to utilize these new technologies in our everyday teaching activities. And I want to make sure that we thank them. We're now going to start off my brief comments with a little bit of interactivity here, utilizing your clicker remotes. So we're going to have a very short little 3-question survey here. The first of which is, simply enough, to what extent do you use technology in the classroom? A, not at all. B, a little. C, quite a bit. Or D, significantly. To what extent do you use technology in the classroom? Notice the little timer at the top there. You've got 22 seconds. How much time were you giving them?
This is time.
This is time, absolutely. Pop quiz. Okay, we'll give you 60 seconds.
What if you need more time?
Is there any way we can tell if they're both registered?
I don't
How
know.
many people have clickers?
12 people.
12. So right
We have
now,
4 more.
only 8 have registered.
We have 4 more out
So
there.
everybody click one more time.
All right,
It takes the last click. It's okay to,
Click again.
click again.
yes, you can click again and it will register your latest.
Oh.
So you can change your mind. You can change your mind.
Absolutely.
Until the timer stops, you can change your mind, or if it's not registering. So now there's 9, so it looks like 3 are either not working or people are not.
Do we have to direct it somewhere?
You have 10?
Yeah, good question.
No, oh, 9, yeah, there's 9 people responding. Okay,
Oh, there's
so
only 9 people responding. Okay, so
well, now we have 11.
Oh, now you have
Cool.
11.
Now our survey
right,
really
because
screwed
you guys-
up.
Did I just vote twice? I clicked it twice.
No, it only, even if
It'll
you change
register
it,
one time.
you're only allowed one vote.
Oh,
Okay.
Ted, you need a new one. Can you grab it? If if it
But
turns,
then I
Oh,
voted,
you-
so I
okay.
may be voted for.
if it's, as long as it's not a battery issue,
Okay,
yeah.
even though I'm
Yeah,
not.
it has.
Yours
We'll
has
just
a battery.
pretend we're
The same-
Democrats in Chicago.
The same letter,
Voting
as
twice
many
is
times as you
A-okay.
want, and only
It's got its
All
own
right.
personal identity.
Yeah, Bob?
If you turn on the PC, does it count as a little?
Well, you know, that's a good question. Yeah, I mean, yes, absolutely. All right, ready for question number 2? Oh, then here we go. Here's our responses. So, 1 or 8% marked not at all. A large majority, 50%, a little. C, no one. And D, significantly, 5%, 42% or 5 people. Good. Very interesting. Let's look at question number 2 now. To what extent are you personally dependent upon technology?
sounds like a serious problem.
And no, you can't ask the teacher to define the variables in there. You have to decide what you mean by personally dependent in technology. Okay?
Have to be ready for your 12-step program.
That's coming. That's in this afternoon's program.
So, we have 12.
Oh, man, this is getting better by the minute. Okay, has everyone voted? All
Yep.
right, let's stop now and let's see what the survey said.
That's ugly.
To what extent?
You're in the right
All right, C, 25, or quite a bit rather, 25%, and look at that D, significantly. 75% of us are hooked on this technology in some way, shape, or form. Kind of scary. Last question. Now, in order to do this, we now are going to split ourselves up into small groups. 1, 2, 3. Let's see. Just 1, 2, 3, and then let's get the 3 over here as groups. Okay? And now you have a minute or so to decide as a group true or false. Okay? No, maybe. It has to be true or false. Okay?
Yeah, because it's all mail.
So are we in the same group?
I think you're good then.
Is the women a group?
So you 3 are a group. You 3 are a group over here. You 3 are a group.
We're a group. Are we, we're not a group, right?
Yeah, we're just left out.
Oh, yay. I don't have to do this.
Rating group.
Yeah, group right here. False.
Yeah, pop right here, but in this group right here.
Hello.
Well, as a biologist, I'm a little troubled with the portion of modern.
No, there's no empirical proof. This is exactly the way it was. New research done through light clickers have proven.
I mean, I'm actually, I remember when we started.
At the same time,
I have a crisis here. I lost my coffee.
evolution
Uh-oh. Look out.
of
Look out, it's a crisis. Yeah, I'm going to. I have to. All right. All right, about 15 seconds, kids.
We're not scholarly, we don't. I hear all this from
Yes.
5 seconds. Come up with your final decision. 3, 2, 1. All right. Deliberation is over. You have to vote now. Okay, we're going to start with this group over here first. And you vote as a group. As a majority rules. Yep, you have to come up with a decision. What say ye, group number 1? Has something gone terribly wrong? True or false?
One vote,
1 vote. Hang on.
each of us, we have one vote, right, for a group.
One group for the group, I think.
Majority rule.
I think we're false.
False? Okay, we have a false. Group number
Oh, I
2.
thought we were voting.
Oh yeah, did you vote?
I did.
Okay, good.
Are we group 2?
Yep, group 2. And you can just vote with your clicker.
We voted with, but we all voted.
We all clicked.
Oh,
we all
okay.
clicked. Is that okay?
Did you vote as a group?
Yes, we did.
Okay.
Our statistics will be all wrong.
Oh no!
Can we
All
take
right.
2 off?
Group number 3, vote as one
We
group.
voted true.
Invalid.
Okay,
Yeah.
I should go
All
around
right.
that group.
Let's see our huge data here. Let's look at our inaccurate data. And, yeah, interesting. All right, but pretty split. Half of us think it's true, half of us think it's false. All right, Now, we only have a couple of minutes here, so let me just flesh out some of these concepts here, okay? Obviously, we're just doing this for fun. This doesn't mean a hill of beans to anything. However, some really interesting conversation starters. Number one, to what extent do we use technology in the classroom? It's not an insignificant question when you think of every day we turn on our light technology, right? Blackboards are a technology. Tables and chairs are a technology. As Jacques Ellul, the mid-20th century philosopher, would say, it's the artificial ordering of the natural order of things. Now, there's all kinds of questions of are we part of the natural order, etc., but we organize things technologically, using the Greek word techne, both technology and technique. Both words come from that Greek word. So we are always engaged in the techniques of technologies every time we turn on a light switch, or write something on a blackboard, or use a pen and paper, or a desktop. The second question, to what extent are you dependent upon technology? We think of technology as stuff you plug in. The two most powerful technologies that I can think of, the ability to harness fire and indoor plumbing. Without them, we'd be sunk, let alone the cars and the hair dryers and the microwave ovens, let alone all of our mobile mediated technologies. Okay? And lastly, is technology good or bad? I think that's the real question on the table at the moment for all of us the next 2 days. Because it's both. It's a total pain in the rump roast, yet you can't live without it in the 21st century. And so, as scholars, as educators, and also as lifelong learners, the challenge to us is how do we engage in these technologies in a way that's most beneficial to us and those that we serve. In order to help facilitate that, we have an exciting agenda planned for you over the course of the next couple of days, and hopefully they will be inspirational, informational, as well as practical. Practical in the sense that your curriculum, your pedagogy, your scholarship, and literally your ability to be a citizen in the 21st century internet world are all in some ways going to come to play out in the next few days as you play with technologies and as you engage in thinking about how these technologies can inform your life. Also note that most of our activities will have some sort of hands-on tactile component. So you'll be given a lot of inspirational theoretical concepts to chew on, but we're going to try to make sure that it's all grounded in experiential hands-on activities. I'm going to get off the stage here in just a second because our presenters, the few people who are presenting in here and others, we're going to have you on a kind of a cue card time limit to make sure that everyone can get in and out quickly to keep this moving, because again, we have a lot of things on the agenda, and in the past we've even had twice as much stuff, so we even cut stuff out to give you more time to digest and to really learn the stuff that we're presenting. Lastly, two important things. This is not a 2-day tech camp, but it's a longitudinal support experience, meaning that you'll be developing a project that will be the hub of your work with these technologies over the course of this semester. That being said, the CATS staff that you were introduced to this morning, one of them will be assigned you individually, and they will be your mentor throughout the semester. They're 24/7, pretty much, to make sure that your every whim and desire are satisfied. You need another latte while you play with your technology, give them a call, and they'll be there.
It'll be a digital latte.
It'll be there. The other thing that's important to remember is that we are moving as an institution, as many of you know, into our Gale Learn Moodle platform in terms of our online systems for teaching and learning. And as such, everything that we'll be doing will have that as a baseline platform. And we'll be building anything that you want to on top of that. Clickers, videos, whatever it is that you'll be doing individually can all be built into that basic platform. So that's what you'll be hearing a lot about throughout the next day and a half. And I think that's pretty much it from my perspective here, outside of just thanking you for being here. Many of us were up late last night or into the early hours getting our grades in and all. I know it's a tough time for all of us at the end of the semester to stay awake for just one more thing. But I think this is going to be fun and exciting, and I'm really glad that you